This message was received and known on May the 18th of 2022, and then I will go into May the 20th of 2022 uh, on the same video. If you are joining and you've not listened to any of the previous videos, this is in the series of Obeying God, and you can find a playlist that is not only this topic, obeying God, and many prophecies, words given throughout the years, but also you will find the coming of the Lord. You will find judgment. You will find tribulation. You will find all kinds of playlists that are being made for you in obedience to Abba Father, to take all of the messages that have been given just to me, this one channel, meaning that God has so spoken to so many, and God is still leading and guiding us by his Holy Spirit, and he's still using messengers for those who are not hearing his small, still voice. I do ask you humbly to seek God. Jesus is coming indeed, and there are many things that are right before us. You continue to see stuff play out. This is 2024, and these messages ring true to today. This is what the Holy Spirit said. So there was urgency to continue to prepare like never before. And I'm writing, as I journal. So never have I felt the nesting as if you are getting ready for a birth, except when I was expecting a newborn. And in some way, I am anticipating our newborn of a third grandchild. Now we have 4 grandchildren, but at this time I was preparing. So I'm just going to read to you what I was doing. But in my spirit, it is a constant push from the Lord to continue to prepare my home. Everything being not only clean and organized, but also labeled. And I'm talking about labeling any totes that the Lord's had you prepare for this and that. Well, we need to be labeling those totes, getting everything in order. I can honestly say this has never happened in my life. On the 20th of May, 2022, I've been up since 6 o'clock. And as yesterday, I am right back upstairs cleaning, sorting, organizing. In my spirit, game on. It is vitally important what we do from now on. God will supply all our needs according to his riches and glory. We are not to be slothful, but doing the due diligence daily, keeping our focus on Christ, and getting your final preparations done. Our houses must be in order, or we will not be ready to lead or rescue those that God is sending. Our spiritual house, your relationship with God, must be one of reverence and a fear of the anger of the Almighty, meaning you and I must be fully trusting, fully relying on him. Physical home must be organized, or you too shall find yourselves scrambling as the world with no preparations. By now, my children know the enemy's plans, and if they have listened, they know my plan for their safety. You are safe through obedience. If you ignore what I have spoken, you will not be ready. Again, 523, game on. Work diligently. Final preparations. Your house must be in order. Let me turn and make sure. All right, so on 529, there's all kinds of scriptures here. I don't know what the day of Pentecost has to do with anything, but I have the early church and the first Christ followers, chapter 2. On the day of Pentecost, all the believers were meeting together in one place. Suddenly, there was a sound from heaven like a roaring of a mighty windstorm. We know this is the Holy Spirit. And we have to have the Holy Spirit right now to endure everything that is coming at us. Luke chapter 21, verse 18. Stand firm, and not a hair on your head will perish. Verse 20. When you see Jerusalem surrounded by armies, then you will know that the time of its destruction has arrived. Luke 21. I'm just going to keep reading down. I'm in Luke 21, starting in verse 17. Let me go back up and then I'll read. Everyone will hate you because you are my followers. Stand firm, not a hair on your head will perish. When you see Jerusalem surrounded by armies, then you will know that the time of its destruction has arrived. Then those in Jerusalem must get out and those out in the country should not return to the city. These are the days of God's vengeance, and the prophetic words of the scriptures will be fulfilled. Jerusalem will be trampled down by the Gentiles until the period of the Gentiles comes to an end. Strange signs in the sun, moon, stars, and here on earth the nations will be in turmoil, perplexed by the roaring seas and strange tides. People will be terrified at what they see coming upon the earth, for the powers in the heavens will be shaken. Then everyone will see the Son of Man coming on a cloud with power and great glory. So when all these things begin to happen, stand and look up, for your salvation is near. Guys, that was in 2022. We're in 2024. And you know what's going on in Israel.